Inshallah, I hope everyone is well. I will ask Sister Sherali, Sister Fasiya Sherali. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Fasiya. Can you come on the mic, please? Sister Fasiya, can you come on the mic? Yep, go ahead. Sister Fasiya, can you hear me? Right. Okay, Sister Sadia Sajjad. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
So last week, where did we reach in this lesson?
Yes, we were doing the 4-letter verbs there.
You're
for
right.
the fail mazi and mudare. And also we had done amar as well.
Right, yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do today, I want to do something else, and then I'll come back to the 4-letter verb itself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So where we ended, I'm going to do something else, and then I'm going to go to the 4-letter verb.
Sure.
All right, 1 second. Okay, right. So Sadia, can you go on the mic? Now, with regards to the 3-letter verb, have I spoken about the imperative, how to make the imperatives for that?
That is right. Yes, we have done it.
So, right. So for the 3-letter verb, I want to just do this, and then I'll go back to the other verbs. Now, the 3-letter verbs, for example, kataba yaktubu. So yaktubu is the present tense, yes?
Very right, yeah.
Now, the imperative for taktubu, how is it constructed?
Because it is Dhamma, it is the, I'm really sorry, Lama Sahib, it's only me today with children.
Okay,
so
no,
they are actually in the background there.
No, cool. That's fine. That's not a problem.
So because of the Dhamma, if it is Zamma there, then it will take the Zamma for the first letter. For the
no. First of all, mention that the tas in the beginning have to be dropped.
Yes, very right. Yeah, ta in the beginning has to be removed there. Right. And instead of ta, we are with the Hamzatul Wasl. And so for the Hamzatul...
So the ta is dropped, but why is the... so once the ta is dropped, the kaf is with a sukoon.
That is right, yes. So we can't pronounce anything with if it is starting with the sukoon.
Correct.
And that's why we will get it with the alif or Hamzatul Wasl in the beginning.
Yes.
So we can pronounce that word there.
Correct. And then the last letter?
And last letter will also get sukoon.
Excellent.
And then the first letter will be pronounced according to the second letter of the verb.
Correct. And if it has a dhamma, the middle
then
letter?
It will take dhamma. And if it has kasra or fatha, then it will...
Wasl will have a kasra.
It will have kasra. They both will have kasra.
Excellent. And in the dual and the plurals, what happens to the noon?
Noon will disappear there, and instead of noon, it will be alif at the end for the with the both of them, both of them male, and for the last one, uktubu will be because taktubuna, and again noon will be taken away, and instead of noon there is no noon, but we will finish it with the vav and alif as a letter pronunciation, uktubu.
Correct. So the outcome will be what for the 6 imperatives?
It signifies all of them.
Yep. And how would you pronounce the 6 conjugations for the imperative?
We will do the again the 2 noons are removed. Uktubu, uktuba.
No, uktub.
Uktub, sorry.
Yeah.
Uktub, uktuba, uktubu. And then tuktubina will be uktubi, because again noon will be removed.
Correct.
And then both of you female will be uktuba, which is the same as the both of you males.
Yep.
And then last one will remain same. Noon will remain there. So it will be, instead of tubna, it will be uktubna.
Excellent. Excellent. Can I have next on the mic, Sister Tahrina? Sister Tahrina, assalamu alaikum. Can you come on the mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
जी सॉरी, आप इसको थोड़ा सा और एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे, इसलिए कि लास्ट वीक मैं नहीं थी, मेरा बेटा जा रहा था, तो मैं लाइक उसको छोड़ने जा रही थी एयरपोर्ट, तो मैं नहीं थी, मेरी मिस हुई है और आपकी रिकॉर्डिंग भी नहीं है, तो थोड़ा सा इसको एक्सप्लेन कर दें, वरना ये मेरे वर्ब्स खराब हो जाएंगे। ये बिल्कुल नई चीज बता रहे हैं आप, ये अमर।
Yeah, that's fine. I'll explain that inshallah.
जी, thank you.
No problem. Okay, so what happens that the amr, so the imperatives, which are called the order which is given to the person who's in front of you, is called an amr, order. And the order is made from the second person, from the mukhatab forms, the mukhatab, the addressee. So they're made from tadribu, tadribani, tadribuna, tadribina, tadribani, and tadribna. These are the 6 forms where the imperative is made. So to make the imperative, what you have to do is that you remove the ta from the beginning of the verbs itself. So all of the tas will be removed. Once the tas are removed, you will realize that the dhad has a sukoon, and due to that you cannot pronounce it. And because you're not able to pronounce it, you will need to bring a letter so that you can pronounce the word and you can read the word. So you bring the hamzatul wasl. You bring a alif, which is called the hamzatul wasl, in, and then the i'rab for the alif is governed by the middle letter. Because the ra here has a kasra, then the hamzatul wasl will be also given a kasra, and it becomes, and then also the last letter, which had the dhamma, will be given a sukoon, and it becomes idrib. It becomes idrib. The dual and the plurals for the masculine and the feminine. So the dual in the masculine and the singular in the feminine, all of them, the noons will be dropped except for the plural for the female. Except for the plural for the female, the noon will remain. But in the singulars of the masculine, the dhamma will be changed to a sukoon. The outcome is as follows. From tadribu, it becomes idrib. From tadribani, becomes idriba. From tadribuna, becomes idribu. And you add a alif at the end once you drop the noon to protect the word itself. Then tadribina becomes idribi. Tadribani becomes idriba. Tadribna becomes idribna. Is that clear for you now, Tahrina?
Ji, I understand, yeah.
Now, to the next one. Taftahu. So, go through the procedures.
Yeah. So, ta is dropped and hamzatul wasl become, and this alif is hamzatul wasl, and it gives kasra.
Yeah. So whenever the middle letter has a fatha or a kasra, fatha or a kasra, the hamzatul wasl gets a kasra. If the middle letter has a dhamma, then the hamzatul wasl will be given a dhamma. Bismillah.
Okay. Yeah. So is iftah and tuftahani become iftaha, and tuftahuna become iftahu.
It's from the ma'lum, not from the majhul. Ma'lum.
Okay. Ma'lum. Okay. So taftahani become iftaha, taftahuna become iftahu, taftahina iftahi, taftahani iftaha, taftahna iftahna. So plural female noon is like remain the same.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Yes?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sister Fasiha. Sister Fasiha Shirali, is that clear for you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now, can you stay on the mic for a second, please?
Mhm.
Next one is this one here. Alima ya'lamu. The imperative. How do you make the imperative for this one, please?
So i'lam, from ya'lamu, from ta'lamu, because lam, the middle letter lam is maftuh, so it, the hamzatul wasl is going to become maksur. I'lam. The meme at the end is going to get a sakin. So that's how we get i'lam. And then i'lam, i'lama, the ta'lamani, the noon maksur is dropped. Ta'lamuna becomes i'lamu, again noon maksur, noon maftuh is dropped. Ta'lamina, the noon maftuh is dropped, and ta'lamani, again noon maksur is dropped. Ta'lamna becomes i'lamna.
Excellent. Excellent. Sister Jawad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Kahan thi? Where was you?
Yeah, I had to suddenly rush outside, so I had to leave that class. So I
Okay.
just
No,
back.
I wasn't too sure because I know you was there and then you disappeared. I wasn't too
I
sure what
joined.
happened.
And I had to go for some errand outside, so I had to leave the class.
Okay, no
So
problem.
I'll catch up with it. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Right, it's okay. Now the imperative of the I'm going to do one imperative and then I'm going to move on. Now,
Okay.
for this verb here, hasiba yasibu, what would be the how and what would be the imperative for this?
We will take the fi'l mudhari ma'lum, second person. So since the third letter has a kasra, the hamzatul wasl will take a kasra, and dropping the ta and putting the hamzatul wasl with the kasra, it becomes ihsib, ihsiba, ihsibu. In the dual and the plural form, we drop the noon. And then for the female, it becomes ihsibi, ihsiba, ihsibna. For
Excellent.
the female plural, we leave the noon as it is to make help us detect that this is the female.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Right. Now, just 1 second. Right. Let's go and continue. Right. Let me just quickly go over this again, and then I will cover the 4-letter verbs today as well, inshallah. Sister Sabira, are you there? Sister Sabira Kanji.
Yes, salam.
Alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. And you, Maulana?
Alhamdulillah. I just was a bit worried about yourself that you haven't turned up today.
No, it's my pupo died in Peterborough this week. So we had his first majlis today. So we just finished it with Ziyarat Ashura. So just got a bit delayed. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm someone else. Was it this weekend? This one he died, yeah?
He was buried on Thursday in Peterborough.
Right, yeah. Someone actually messaged me. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Was it natural death or was it because of COVID?
Yeah, no, it was a natural death. He was ill, so he succumbed to the will of Allah.
Inshallah, with family sabr, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So I'm going to continue from where we left off last week.
Yeah.
So the 4-letter verb which we have is the af'ala. So this verb itself is mainly it is constructed from a 3-letter verb. Originally, all of the verbs which are constructed on the pattern of a 4-letter verb were originally 3-letter. So, for example, dhahaba becomes adhaba, kharaja becomes akhraja, dakhala becomes adkhala. So these constructions are constructed to change the meaning from a 3-letter to a 4-letter. So it changes or alters the meaning itself. That's the reason why we have this 4-letter pattern itself. The past tense conjugations for aftara, would you be able to conjugate for me? Aftara. Aftara, which means he broke his fast.
Okay. Aftara, aftara, aftaru, aftarat, aftarat, aftarata, aftarna, aftarta, aftartuma, aftartum, aftarti, aftartuma, aftartunna, aftarto, aftarna.
Excellent. Is that clear so far? Yes, the past tense.
Yeah, yeah.
Now the present tense, the way you distinguish this, so the present tense is yuf'ilu, yuf'ilu, yuf'ilani, yuf'iluna. So they seem very similar to a 3-letter verb, present tense, but they're slightly different. The main 2 differences is follows: is that the middle letter, the first letter, the yas, in the previous 3-letter verbs, it had a fatha, but in these ones here, it has a
Dhamma.
dhamma. Excellent. And also the other thing is that the middle letter has a kasra. So this is the way, and then because the majhul is on the passive tense is on the pattern of yuf'alu, it always comes on that pattern, yuf'alu. But so to distinguish between the majhul and the ma'lum is the kasra. The kasra makes a difference between the majhul and the ma'lum, and the ma'lum, on this pattern, you will know that there is only one verb which has the pattern of yuf'ilu, and that's the only 4-letter verb. So yukhriju, you will know from the actual dhamma on the ya that this is a 4-letter verb. And the kasra on the ra will indicate this is ma'lum. It's not majhul.
Okay. So just to refresh my memory, what's the difference between the majhul and the ma'lum?
So on the majhul are the passive tense. Like in English, we say, I wrote a letter to Muhammad. So I wrote a letter to Muhammad. So I am the one who has done the action of writing. And the person who I wrote the letter to is Muhammad.
Okay.
So if you want to keep yourself out of the equation and you just want to mention that Muhammad, a letter has been written, or I wrote a letter to Muhammad, so you can say a letter has been wrote. So a letter has been wrote. Who wrote the letter is kept disguised. It's kept discreet. So that is called passive tense, where the doer of the action is not known, but the action which has been done is known.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's called majhul.
Yeah.
So where the doer of the verb is not known, but the person who has been inflicted or upon whom the action has been done is known. The object, in other words. Okay. Like I broke the glass, I broke the window has been broken.
Yeah.
So who broke the window? We don't know.
We don't know.
The window has been broken.
Yeah.
So that is the majhul itself. So it's where you make the passive tense.
Okay.
And so would you be able to conjugate for me yukhriju on the present tense? Yukhriju.
Okay. So yukhriju, yukhrijani, yukhrijuna. Tukhriju, tukhrijani, yukhrijna. Tukhriju, tukhrijani, tukhrijuna. Tukhrijina, tukhrijani, tukhrijna. Ukhriju and nukhriju.
Excellent. Excellent. Sister Jawad, can you come on the mic as well? Sister Jawad, can you come on the mic?
Yes, yes.
Can you conjugate for me yunzilu? Anzala, yunzilu. Yunzilu means that he is descending or he is revealing.
Okay. Yunzilu, yunzilani, yunziluna. Tunzilu, tunzilani, yunzilna. tunzilu, tunzilani, tunziluna, tunzilina, tunzilani, tunzilna, unzilu, nunzilu. Is that right, sir? Is that right, sir?
Yes, that's right.
Sir, I wanted to just share a small 1-minute story to help the students remember ma'lum and majhul difference. If you
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I had read it in once that, for example, there is a birthday party and the mom makes a nice, delicious chocolate cake, and she goes off to shop for shopping, telling the children that, make sure nobody messes up with the cake. And while the mom is gone, the youngest sibling goes and eats up the cake. So when the mom comes back, the party starts, and she tells the eldest child to go and bring the cake. And the child comes back. So the child wants to inform the mom that the cake has been eaten, but he doesn't want to snitch on the youngest brother. So what does he say? The cake is eaten. So in this way, in Arabic, whenever you want to tell, make the person know what has happened without disclosing the doer, the word that is used is called majhul. You keep the doer, hidden. So this anecdote helps us remember that majhul means the doer is hidden. The person who ate the cake is hidden. So
When did you do this? When did you do this anecdote?
I got it from my teacher when we were doing Malum and Majhul. So I just thought I'd share. It's easy to remember every time,
So it reminds you, what's more important, the cake or the actual eating of the cake?
No, the mom has to be informed that it's been eaten, but he doesn't want to snitch on the youngest. So the cake has been eaten. So it reminds us, so that when I want to tell what has been done without telling the doer, so I use a Majhul verb.
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's really good. That's really good.
Thank you so much for
You're welcome. Sister Tahrina, can you come on the mic for a second?
Ji Sheikh.
Can you do the present tense of which one? Yukrimu.
Yukrimu, yukrimani, yukrimuna, tukrimu, tukrimani, yukrimna, tukrimu, tukrimani, tukrimuna, tukrimina, tukrimani, tukrimna.
Ukrimu.
Yeah, ukrimu, nukrimu.
Excellent. Sister Zebun, who was next? Can I have Rosie on the mic? Rosie N.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So can you conjugate for me the verb aslama yuslimu? Yuslimu means like he surrendered or he accepted Islam. Yuslimu.
So you want me to conjugate the present tense?
Yes, please. Yuslimu.
Yuslimu, yuslimani, yuslimuna, tuslimu, tuslimani, yuslimna, tuslimu, tuslimani, tuslimuna, tuslimina, tuslimani, tuslimna, tuslimu, nuslimu.
Excellent. Excellent. Jazakallah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Sister Fasia, can you come on the mic?
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Right, the imperative. So how do you construct the imperative for the? So first of all, you mentioned a question in the chat box. So the majhul of the 4-letter verb and the majhul of a 3-letter verb, you can only tell from the context, number 1. Number 2, if you refer to the dictionary will allow you to understand for which verb this verb can be constructed. So if you're not too sure whether it's a 4-letter verb or a 3-letter verb, the dictionary will allow you to understand whether this verb is able to be constructed on a 4-letter verb pattern or not as well. So these are the 2 ways you can tell the difference between a 4 and a 3-letter verb. Is that okay?
So will you teach us how to use the dictionary and how to decipher the
Yeah, I'll do
context?
that. Yeah, I'll do that. Not at the moment, yeah, because there's still a lot of things I need to cover before
Okay.
it's appropriate. So yeah, I'll teach you how to use the dictionary as well, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay.
So now the imperatives. Now, did we cover the imperatives in this class or not last week?
Yeah, we did.
So we talked about the 4-letter verb imperative, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Right. So what did I mention?
You mentioned that the imperative only comes is only applicable to second person,
Mm-hmm.
which is why there are only 6 conjugations for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so just as it was mentioned earlier, that so what's going to happen is I'll take the first one, anta tuf'alu.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, anta tuf'ilu. Anta tuf'ilu, the ta is replaced by hamzatul wasl, and because the 4-letter verb, hamzatul wasl is maftuh,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last lam becomes maksur. I mean, becomes sakin instead of madmum. Instead of the dhamma, it takes on a sakin. So that's how it becomes af'il. And then when you take the tuf'ilani, the noon is dropped right at the end, and the ta at the beginning is always swapped for a hamzatul wasl, which is maftuh. Tuf'iluna, again, the noon at the end is dropped.
But why is the this alif in the beginning? How did the alif come about? Where does this af'il come about? This alif with a hamza in the beginning, the hamzatul qat.
I don't remember that. Why?
That's fine. I'll mention that's what. So remember that if you look at the screen, tuf'ilu. So what happens is that once we drop the ta in the 4-letter verb, and with the last letter with a sukun, the dhammatul sukun, in the past tense we had the alif, which is called the hamzatul qat, but in the present tense it was dropped. It was dropped. Originally it was yu'af'ilu, af'ala, yu'af'ilu, but it was dropped. So once we drop the ta in the present tense, the hamzatul qat, which was in the past tense, is brought back in the present tense.
Okay, right.
And in the imperative. Because that had a fatha already, there was no need for us to bring hamzatul wasl. And as you remember, the hamzatul wasl i'rab was governed by the middle letter, where they had a fatha or a kasra. Then the hamzatul wasl had a kasra.
Right.
If the middle letter had a dhamma, then the hamzatul wasl had a dhamma. But here, this is the only verb in which this hamza, which is called hamzatul qat, it always comes with all of the forms. So all of the 4-letter verbs on this pattern will have the alif, hamzatul wasl, hamzatul qat with a fatha on there, always there.
So you're saying that even if let's say it's aktaba yuktibu, for example,
All of them.
I'm not sure there is.
Akhraja yukhriju akhrij. Adkhala yudkhilu adkhil. Anzala yunzilu anzil. Aflaha yuflihu aflih. Anjaha yunjihu anjih. Aslama yuslimu aslih. Asrafa yusrifu asrif. How do you want more?
So that means there is no situation where the lam is going to be matmum. It's going to take a dhamma.
No. All of the time, the hamza, the qat always has the fatha.
Right, and the lam will always be a kasra or a fatha. A kasra usually.
Yes.
Okay.
Always, yes.
Okay. Because it's a 4-letter verb.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
It has only one pattern, that is it. Full stop.
Okay.
Sir, can I ask, please?
Yes, Sister Batul Manji.
In Hamzatul Qatl, it will always come Dhamma at the end and on Alif.
No. At the end with a sukoon.
With a Sukun, it will come Qat.
Yes. Af'il. The last letter has a sukoon in the imperative.
Okay.
Is that better?
What is Hamzatul Qat?
Hamzatul qat is that hamza which is pronounced wherever it appears. If it appears in the middle of the sentence, end of the sentence, or the beginning of the sentence, so that's called hamzatul qat, which is pronounced. And the hamzatul wasl, if it comes in the middle, if it comes in the middle or the end is not pronounced. It's only pronounced when it comes to the beginning of the sentence.
Okay. Thank you so much. Jazakallah.
So, Sister Sabira, is that clear for us so far?
Yes, yes. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, that's fine. So now, can I move on to the next slide now? Yes.
So in order to see that, we would just need to select the little tiny gear and choose include
Okay,
inactive.
1 second. Let me move on to the next slide.
All right. Let me take you now to the actual fields that are permissible to import into QuickBooks Online. These are them right here. There are 16 fields that you can import. No more. Fortunately, you can't have your own custom field.
So, Sister Sadia, can you come on the mic?
Yes, sir.
Now, we've done the 4-letter verb and the imperative on that as well, Akram Ashrif. Now, I want to move on, and this will be the last one, and then I'll start the book itself. Now, this verb here now, ahabba, it's on the pattern of af'ala, yuf'ilu, if'al, on the 4-letter verb pattern. And originally, if we remove the shadda on the, let's bring Sister Zabun Nisa Kanji. Sister Zabun Nisa.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam. Was you here? Was you also in the previous class as well?
No, I didn't appear today in the first class. I was busy a bit, so I joined the second class.
Yeah, because, yeah, that's why I was recollecting. I didn't see her. Okay, now here, ahabba. Ahabba
Yes.
originally was a 4-letter verb. Can you see the
Yes.
alif in the beginning?
Yes.
So you have the alif, ha, and the 2 bars, because the shadda, when there's a shad on the bar, it represents
Yes.
2 letters, yes?
Bab, yeah.
So it's ahabba.
Yes.
So originally it's ahbaba. It was ahbaba. The ha should have a sukoon. But because of the ahbaba, but because of the shadda on the bar, it became ahabba.
Yes.
Okay? So it should be ahbaba, ahbaba, ahbabu, ahbabat, ahbabata, ahbabna. So what happens is that ahbabna is the original form without the mudaf. So verbs which have a shadda in it, in Arabic they're called fi'l al-mudaf. Mudaf means mixed, meaning that it has a shadda in there. So now, can you conjugate for me the past tense, ahabba?
Ahabba, huwa ahabba, huma ahabba, hum ahabbu, hiya ahabbat, huma ahabbata, hunna ahbabna. Anta ahbabta, antuma ahbabtuma, antum ahbabtum, anti ahbabti, antuma ahbabtuma, antunna ahbabtunna, ana ahbabtu, nahnu ahbabna.
Excellent. Is that clear?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
So from the 6th form, it goes back to the original conjugation pattern of af'ala. Af'ala, af'ala, af'alu, af'alat, af'alata, af'alna, ahbabna. So from the 6th form onwards, it separated the ba and it becomes as a normal verb itself.
So we don't use shadda in
Form number 6.
imperative.
No, in the form number 6, in the past tense, from form number 6.
The past tense.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. The first 5 is with a shadda, and the form number 6 is broken. Is that clear?
In mudari ma'lum?
In mudari ma'lum, only in the plurals of the females. Yuhbibna and tuhbibna, the ba is broken to its original format.
Okay. But here is to anti tuhibina.
Correct.
Is it right?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Only antunna tuhbibna.
Tuhibna, yes. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to bring.
And hunna it's yuhbibna.
Yes. Can you
Okay.
conjugate also present tense now? Yuhibbu.
Huwa yuhibbu, huma yuhibbani, hum yuhibbuna, hiya tuhibbu, huma tuhibbani, hunna yuhbibna. Anta tuhibbu, antuma tuhibbani, antum tuhibbuna, anti tuhibbina, antuma tuhibbani, antunna tuhbibna, ana uhibbu, nahnu nuhibbu.
Excellent. Sister Batool Jaffer, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Thank you.
Jazakallah, Sister Batool Jaffer.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. How's your father?
He's at the moment he is in ICU, but his condition, the reports are showing a bit improvement. Please pray for him. Yeah. Ameen, ameen.
Right. The present tense. So, is it making sense for you?
Yeah.
So
I was a bit confused with Hamzatul Qat, but when you explained, it's clear now, because I was also a bit can't make a connection with that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I knew last week we ended the class a bit early. I think I ended the class. Well, I ended the class a bit early, and there was something I knew was pending, and I said I'll clear it next week, inshallah. That's no problem. So the present tense originally yuhibbu was ahbaba yuhbibu, akrama yukrimu is on the pattern of for the four-letter verb, but because of the shadda, it's formed in this pattern yuhibbu, but the the sixth form yuhbibu yuhbibani yuhbibuna tuhbibu tuhbibani yuhbibna, it goes back to the original four-letter verb pattern itself, like yukrimu yukhriju yukhrijani yukhrijuna tukhriju tukhrijani yukhrijna. It goes back to the original structure of how the verb should be conjugated itself. So now, can you kindly conjugate yuhibbu?
Yuhibbu. So this muzari, yeah, the whole line.
Yep.
So yuhibbu, yuhibbani, yuhibbuna. Tohibbu, tohibbani, tohbibna.
Yuhbibna.
Yuhbibna. Tohibbu, tohibbani, tohibbuna. Tohibbina, tohibbani, tohbibna. Ahibbu, ohibbu, nohibbu.
Ohibbu, nohibbu. Brilliant. Okay. Now I'm going to move on forward. Send the mic, Sister Batool Jaffer.
Okay.
The imperatives. Now, the imperative for the four-letter verb. What we do here, I'm going to teach you two. Here we go to here, the second person. All of the tas in the beginning. All of the tas in the beginning are removed.
Yeah.
Once it's removed, there was a hamzatul qat, because it's a four-letter verb. There was a hamzatul qat which we had in the past tense, but it was omitted in the present tense. Once we drop the ta, it returns back. It returns back.
Once we drop the ta, it returns back.
Yes. And because that had a fatha.
Fatha in the past tense.
Yes, in the past tense. And it comes back in the imperative. And it become ahibbu, and the last letter, which is dhamma, we remove the dhamma,
and sukoon will come.
No, we put it. If you put it with a sukoon, then you will make it ahbib. Then what you need to do is that you remove the shadda as well, and you make both of the bars separate, and it becomes ahbib. And if you don't want to put sukoon, but you can put a fatha, then it becomes ahibba.
Ahibba.
Yeah.
Okay.
So ahibba, ahibba, ahibbu, ahibbi, ahibba, ahbibna.
Ahbibna. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the formula. So when there is a shadda, you either can revert the verb to its original format, ahbaba, yuhbibu, and make it ahbib. Or you can remove the dhamma and put a fatha, and that fatha will represent that this is in the place of the sukoon.
Okay, so zamma on ta, yeah? You mean the zamma on ta?
So what was the question? Dhamma on the ta, what about it?
Like you said that you will remove the ta with the zamma.
Correct. All the ta's in the beginning.
Ta, all the ta is a beginning will be removed.
Correct.
Because before what we did, ta, we are removing the ta, but the second word was having a sukoon.
Exactly.
So instead of what we said that we can't start a word with a sukoon, so for that reason we have introduced hamzatul wasl.
Excellent. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
just to continue the word, just to make a structure,
Exactly.
basically.
Exactly.
So
Well,
here we have a kasra. So that okay. So here we have a kasra.
Is an exception. It's an exception.
Is an
exception.
exception.
Yeah. So this is an
Okay.
exception. So whenever there's a shadda, the hamzatul wasl, so hamzatul qat on the pattern of the 4-letter verb, it comes back in. So it becomes ahibba. I've just sent it in the WhatsApp group. Just check on the group.
Okay. So just to recap.
Yeah.
When okay, just like you can say a summary. When to add a how will we know to add a hamzatul? So if it's a sukoon on a second word, we know we have to introduce hamzatul wasl.
Exactly.
And if it's any haraka on the second word, we will introduce hamzatul kasr. Is that right?
No. So that for the 4-letter verb, for the 4-letter verb is hamzatul qat. In all situations, regardless of any, the hamzatul qat is brought in ahibba or ahibba, and all of this. Apart from that, wherever the letter after the dropping of the ta has a harakat, there's no need to bring hamzatul wasl at all.
Oh, okay, it makes sense because then obviously we can start the word with that harakat.
Exactly.
So when did hamzatul qatl we have to start with when?
Yes, that's right. But apart from that, so mashallah, it's very good that you actually picked this point up. So I'll show you something now. So let me just quickly mention. So the imperative would be ahibba, or look in the WhatsApp group. I'll send it as well. Ahbib or ahibba, ahibba, ahibbu, ahibbi, ahibba, ahbibna. Is that clear for you? Now I'm going to show you something else. Ya Hussein.
Sorry, sometimes we
No. I was gonna do it. No, it's good.
Melt your brain up, isn't it?
No. I'm fine. I've got a slight pin on the side. That's the reason why. No, that's good. The question which she asked is really good. I just want to show something else now because we're on that stage where I need to show this. Sister Fatima. Mirali?
Yeah.
Alaikum Assalam. Is it better for you now this time round?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So as you said, Sister Batool Jaffer, and that is the thing that I've actually led you toward this path to ask these questions because that was the reason why I was emphasizing that once you drop the ta, the next letter is a sukoon. Because of the sukoon, we had to bring hamzatul wasl, and you yourself have started to question me, which is really good because it shows that I have taught you the right way for you to ask this question. So, sarrafa. Now, akrama, we have the this is a 4-letter verb, and we have the alif in the beginning. Yes.
Right.
So akrama yukrimu, the imperative was here. Akrim.
Okay.
And then next one, this is, and again, these are different patterns for the additional verbs. You have a 4-letter verb, 5-letter verb, and so forth. So the next verb, the 4-letter verb, it's having a shadda on the middle letter. So sarrafa means that he exchanged.
Okay. Yeah, saraf. We say
Sarraf,
saraf.
yeah. Exactly. Sarrafa, and then the present tense is yusarrifu.
Okay.
Yusarrifu. Now, anta tusarrifu, you are exchanging your money. So we drop the ta.
Okay.
Once we drop the ta, now what you have said to me earlier, now that is applicable.
But here is the ya, not the ta.
Yeah, but of course, sorry. Yeah, yusarrifu is he is exchanging. You do go to anta tusarrifu,
Okay, okay, yeah, tasarruf,
drop the
yeah.
ta, and it
Mhm.
becomes what? The imperative.
The imperative will become amr, yeah?
Yep, amr is
Sarraf.
sarrif.
Sarrif, okay.
Yes, because sarrafa, yusarrifu, the ra had a kasra.
Okay.
So we sarrif, conjugate. Now,
Sarrif.
conjugate.
Sarrif. So conjugate
6 forms.
6 forms.
Sarrif.
So litusarrifu, like this?
No. Just go down. Sarrif, sarrifa, sarrifu.
Okay. Sarrif, sarrifa, sarrifu.
Sarrifi.
Sarrifi, sarrif.
Fa.
Just I think I didn't get the point, to be honest.
So the point was this, but you know, you mentioned that once you drop the ta, sarrifu, the next letter, it has a haraka.
Yeah.
It has a fatah haraka, and due to that, we don't need to bring hamzatul wasl. That was the point which you made earlier.
Correct, yeah.
And when you conjugate, there's no need to bring the hamzatul wasl. We conjugate the imperative as sarrif, sarrifa, sarrifu, sarrifi, sarrifa,
and sarrifna.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah, got that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sister Sadia, can you come on the mic now?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Next one. Dharaba yudharibu. So yudharibu is so whenever a verb here comes on this pattern, it means that you're exchanging some sort of actions amongst yourself. So we are adding an alif here now, extra between the dhad and the ra. Originally, dharaba means he hit, but dharaba yudharibu means that you're exchanging hits. So the present tense will be yudharibu. Yudharibu.
Yes.
Anta tudharibu means you are exchanging strikes or hits. And the imperative for this will be you drop the ta to dharibu.
Yes. Darib.
It becomes dharib.
Darib, yes.
Conjugate the 6 forms, please. Dharib.
So zarib, zariba. Just the imperative you are saying, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
Zarib, zariba, zaribu, zarib. Sorry. Zaribi, zariba, zaribna.
Dharibna. Is that clear for you?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so kind of next person on the mic, Sister Fasiha.
Okay.
Tasarrafa. In Tasarrafa, we have 2 additional letters. A root word is Sad Rafa, but we have the ta and the ra with a shadda. That's 2 additional letters. So at the moment, we got 5-letter verb now.
Oh, you're talking of
Tasarrafa.
Tasarrafa. Okay, right. Yes, yeah.
So the past tense is tasarrafa, and the present tense is yatasarrafu. Yatasarrafu. Takallama, yatakallamu. Tanazzala. In the Quran, it comes tanazzala, yatanazzalu. يتنزل الملائكة والروح من كل أمر.
So,
is that making sense?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So tasarrafa is the past tense, yatasarrafu is the present tense. So you are, so let me do takallama. Takallama, he spoke. Yatakallamu, he is speaking. And you are speaking. From yatakallamu will be what?
You're speaking tatakallamu.
Tatakallamu, excellent. And then to make the imperative, we will drop the 2 ta, one of the tas from the 2 tatakallamu, become
Takallam.
That will be the imperative.
Right.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Conjugate the 6 forms now, please.
So takallam or tasarraf?
Takallam.
Takallam, takallama, takallamu, takallami, takallama, takallamna.
Excellent. Is that clear for you now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sister Jawad, you got a question? Jawad? Sister Batul?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
alaikum.
I just wanted to know what would the change in the meaning come with the addition of the extra ta? Like we have tattakhizu, tatakallam.
I will teach you after that, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, there are changes in the meaning itself, but I'll teach you that afterward, not yet.
Okay, inshallah. Jazakallah.
Okay. Sister, stay on the mic. Stay on the mic. Now I'm going to do the next one. Tadharaba yatadharabu. In Surah
Okay.
Asr. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal Asr innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa tawasaw.
Yeah. They all encourage each other for haqq and
Exactly.
so
So,
tawasaw. Okay,
yeah,
so to help or
to admonish each other.
to admonish each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So the present tense is yatadharabu. So we have two additional letters. We have a ta in the beginning, and then have an alif in between the
in big,
dad and the ra. So that
nice.
is two people exchanging with each other something. Tadharaba. And the present tense is yatadharabu.
Yatadharabu. So basically,
Yatadharabu.
third and the fourth form are getting combined. The alif is also coming in, the ta is also coming in the beginning.
Exactly, exactly. So the imperative from tatadharabu will be what?
Imperative will be tadarab.
Conjugate the six forms, please.
Tadarab, tadaraba, tadarabu, tadarabi, tadaraba, tadarabna.
Excellent. Is that clear for you now?
Yes. I had one question in the zarab, the third one. In that, the female plural would be zarabna or zarabna?
Dharibna. Which one?
Zaribna. Okay, the alif does stay, right? We do not
Which
take
one?
it.
Which one?
The
Which form?
third one. Yeah, the one in which your mouse is right now.
The imperative?
Yeah, in the imperative of the female plural would be zarabna, not zarabna.
Dharibna. Dharib, dhariba, dharibu. Dharibi, dhariba, dharibna.
Zaribna. Okay, okay. Jazakallah.
No problem. Okay, Sister Sabira, is that clear for you as well?
It's I'm finding it a bit hard, but I suppose if we repeat it sort of, in the coming weeks. I'll get-
This is only to I've diverted from the original lesson just to give you a taster of what's happening. Is that when the letter after the ta is having a haraka, then there's no need to bring hamzatul wasl. That's the reason why I went onto the sheet itself.
Okay.
But I will come back to this in more details, and I'll do them individually when it's appropriate.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm not going to teach anything else from this. I'm now going to go back to so let's go back to this one. So the imperative so the imperative is ahbib or ahibba. So ahibba, ahibba. So ahibba, ahibbu, ahibbi, ahibba, and ahbibna. So that is the six forms for the imperatives. Right. So what I want everyone to do now, I want everyone to conjugate this again, if you haven't done it, the past tense, the present tense, and the imperative. Send me a voice recording, and also I'll send you another verb across to yourselves so that you can do that. And then inshallah from next week, I'm going to start revising from the book from lesson 2 and make our way through 2, 3, and 4, and inshallah reach back to lesson 5. So we've spent 6 weeks just doing these conjugations. For the rest of the other verbs, it will take again another about 3 or 4 weeks for me to do all of that, inshallah. But I'll do that gradually, not too properly, and give it an easy pace so that everyone learns it correctly and properly. Any questions?
Yes, sir. I would like the paper if you send us the first one previous you were doing.
Yeah, I would send that. Yeah, I would send that across. But I need to slightly correct some things on there. So that I'll go send it, share it to you. So I'll try to do it today, and I'll send it across to yourself, inshallah. Okay.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So please do the homework. Yes, Sister Mukarrama.
Can you please give us what letters we need to, what verbs we need to conjugate?
Yes, ahabba, This is one of them, and I'll give you another one, and I'll send that in the group as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma kulli waliyika al-hujjat ibn al-Hasan. Salawatuka alayhi wa ala aba'ih fi hadhihi as-saati wa fi kulli sa'a. وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتع فيها طويلا واجعلنا من أنصار وشيتك وجندك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. Inshallah, I'll send the link in the group, inshallah.
Thank you.